Hello everybody, my name is V. Narendra Kumar and we are from NRK Academy. Today we've got this wonderful story called The Mouse Under the Granary. Granary is the place where you keep all these rice grains. The Mouse Under the Granary. This is part of our master reading and listening with grammar analysis. We'll be breaking the sentence into parts, giving the meaning, and you will see clearly how actually simply you can master English, really master English. Mouse under the granary. A mouse was living under the granary. A mouse was living under the granary. In the floor of the granary, there was a little hole, and the grain fell down through it. There was a little hole, and the grain fell down through it. The mouse had an easy life of it, but she wanted to brag of her ease. The mouse had an easy life of it. Easy life of it is a little difficult English there. The mouse had an easy life is easy. I mean, we can understand that. The mouse had an easy life of it. Of it means of that whole process. Got it? But, linking word. She wanted to brag of her ease. Brag means boast. Tell how great she is. So, brag of her ease. Ease means happy life, simple life, comfortable life. She gnawed a larger hole in the floor. Gnawed means bite. A larger hole in the floor and invited other mice. Come to a feast with me, said she. There'll be plenty to eat for everybody. Come to a feast with me, said she. There will be plenty to eat for everybody. When she brought the mice, she saw there was no hole. The peasant had noticed the big hole in the floor and had stopped it up. So it lost even that granary. So when it wanted to boast about it, it lost whatever it had also. That is very common in real life, isn't it? That completes this wonderful story. Let's check whether we have got it. The Mouse Under the Granary. This is the 9th story in our series. A mouse was living under the granary. Clear. In the floor of the granary, there was a little hole. Clear. And the grain fell down through it. The mouse had an easy life of it, but she wanted to brag of her ease. How wonderful, how comfortable she is. She gnawed a larger hole in the floor and invited other mice. Come to a feast with me, said she. There'll be plenty to eat for everybody. When she brought the mice, she saw there was no hole. Why? Because of the big hole. Peasant had noticed the big hole in the floor and had stopped it up. Stopped it up. Sometimes you have these difficult words. Don't be worried about that. Even if you get 99% of English, that's enough. Slowly you'll pick up the advanced nuances of the language, the expressions, the idioms, everything. But the main point here is, let's do it again. See, a mouse was living under the granary. It is clear. What is clear is clear. In the floor of the granary, there was a little hole. Who will not understand this story? And the grain fell down. Fall down becomes fell down. That's grammar. Through it. Preposition. The mouse had. Past. Have becomes had. An easy life of it. But she wanted to brag, boast of her ease, comfort. She gnawed, bite a larger hole in the floor and invited other mice. Come to a feast with me, said she. There'll be plenty to eat for everybody. When she brought the mice, she saw there was no hole. Peasant had noticed the big hole in the floor and had stopped it. Now I'll show you what happens when you repeat your reading again and again. You get a real mastery. Look at this. A mouse was living under the granary. You have already heard it, but you're gaining mastery. In the floor of the granary, there was a little hole and the grain fell down through it. The mouse had an easy life of it, but she wanted to brag, boast of her ease. She gnawed a larger hole in the floor and invited other mice. Come to a feast with me, said she. There'll be plenty to eat for everybody. See, it's like a rhythm. When she brought the mice, she saw there was no hole. The peasant had noticed the big hole in the floor and had stopped it up. Why do we get advanced English? Why is it that some people speak very good English, master English, become so knowledgeable, become very successful in life only because of repeated reading? That's all. So the whole program of NRK Academy is to finish 100 books. And all very highly entertaining. This is also so entertaining. See, anything you understand, frankly, you like it. Simple. Anything you understand, you like it. So we'll like one more story called The Best Pairs in the next story. Thank you so much.